So this is our first pit stop on our trip to Washington, D.C. We're about 500 feet away from our production office. So Lynn and Tanya wanted to look at clothes.
Here and buy some stuff. I know, I want to buy everything. Man.
So you guys didn't get anything?
No.
I was updating that as our first pit stop on our trip.
Almost a lot of stuff, but then George called through and yeah, you know, Tanya needed a new dress. Take it right over here, right? Damn, it is really bright.
This is our second pit stop. It's about a mile from the production office. So we're making some progress. So due to lack of a cord, we are stopping at a mall so that we can listen to George's music instead of the shitty radio. What?
Go with the flow.
What? I gotta document this.
He's documenting.
Yeah.
This is a
video. Can we pretend like we're filmmakers
yes.
for a little
yeah,
while?
let's pretend like it's filmmakers. It's true, and he's right. Go right in front of that.
We have
and
a
we
camera.
should be documenting all the time for Traveling Gypsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filmmaker. We pull over for a fucking cord. Yeah.
Well,
you gotta have
This
I'm not even complaining. This is important. You've got to have your road trip tunes.
Huh? Listen, Missy, stop getting comfy with your shoes. I'm sorry. What do you want from me?
They got a Ferris wheel in there.
You want your camera?
Nice. No, keep going.
Morocco, London to Ibiza, straight to LA, New York, Vegas to Africa. It has to not away, live your life and stay young on the floor.
This is by far my favorite pit stop. Reminds me of college.
Delicious, also. Is this my water?
It's a feast.
We'll never be the same without you here. I live alone and hide myself behind my
teeth. Congress is only actually ever in there like 2 weeks out of the year.
American Gypsy. My grandmother was a fortune teller. My mother was a fortune teller. We are part of the self-surrogated traveling club. I knew I was different, but not different growing up. I knew that I was meant for something greater, and I'll get to that later. But in the meantime, I grew up not complaining. I thought it was great being a gypsy, not going to school, being with your family all the time. And for the most part, it was okay, until my children were born, and they started asking me questions. Trying to find answers to create a film, or just even answers for my kids, was a project in itself. It took 10 years to get any information, and the information I got was written by non-Roma. It was almost like me who didn't exist in the research. I was privileged to go to Europe.
It's our last practice run before we get to the State Department.
My film screen in Brussels. And that's when I learned that our problems there are just as complex as the people. Ooh, that's Patrick's cue to hit the button, right? Okay.
What's up, Patrick?
We're not going to be allowed to record any of the actual stuff because it's a government building, so
no,
that's
okay,
your little
you
tidbit.
gotta hit the button for all the pictures.
Themselves and how their neighbors perceive them by portraying positive role models in the media and giving them that ability to look at themselves in the mirror as their counterpoint.
What Selena's trying to say is that academics, educators, teach through the mind and through logic. We are a very, very spiritual people. The way you change things is through the soul, and that's what the arts does. The arts speaks to the soul rather than speak to the mind. Which brings us to why we're here. The State Department's mission, well, we took a few days to go over that. It's a pretty long list which you guys are responsible for, to say the least. But after researching it more, the reason why we're here is we fall into every aspect of those mission statements. Remember that.
Yeah. And if this is going to be your workforce, it's going to affect our economy if you don't utilize them.
Right.
This is the building here, right?
Yeah. This is the mall, guys. This is the. There's the Holocaust Museum.
Oh, it's the piece.
Okay, then it's the obstacles. And
Isn't
then
it right here?
Romanian media, this is where
Part of the
you
Right.
do the picture of fourth male
With Christopher, right,
Embarrassed.
right.
And then you can say, and then you can ask them, remember that question, like a rhetorical question, so where can we point? And you say, we're trying to create that counterpoint. Good?
Yeah, 295. Yeah.
We just got rickrolled. What do you mean, what's that mean? Are you serious? You don't know what rickrolling is? Rickrolling is when you tell someone, you send someone a link on the internet and you say like, this is such and such thing, and it turns out that it is, it's just the music video to this. Have you never heard of that?
That's tough.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, it's better than saying a picture of something
Are you
disgusting.
taking a video right now?
Yes, I am. So Lynn, how did you feel about our trip to the State Department?
I thought that it went wonderfully, swimmingly, sir. It was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Sweet.
Met some exciting people who can hold that 40 feet.
Yeah.
So right here. She just wants us to get right back on. Okay, we just made a mistake.
Tanya, how do you feel about our visit to the State Department?
I feel very constitutional. And we
Constitution.
made a very
We
reasonable
made a splash.
argument, and I feel that we soon will be in the White House. You know, so that's how I feel.
We're soon gonna be in the White House.
Now that is some optimism for you.
Yeah, we're gonna be Obama's second-hand men. No big deal.
Yeah.
And horsewhipped.
We
Senior
saw him.
Senior
in his White
Roma,
House.
senior Roma issues. What do you, czars? Yeah, he liked making czars. We'll be the Romani issues czars.
I like it.
Guys, I'm just gonna say this. We have to do it.
Yeah,
We had to do it.
yeah, we had to
Yeah.
try. Absolutely, we had to try.
Well, we met with the people from the State Department today, and one member of the Helsinki mission. I think that's what they're called. And we showed them our PowerPoint presentation for a inspiring media company, Fortnell Productions, that create positive role models for the home. And now we just made a pit stop here at the White House just to see what's up
Photo op.
with Obama. You know. But I think the meeting went well. I think they understood the importance of what we're trying to do, and I think they was sort of secretly impressed. Don't you, Patrick?
I thought they were definitely impressed.
I think they were secretly impressed. So that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I know you were a little. You felt like you wished we'd gotten some of the higher ups, but I think this will
For our
get
first
to
meeting
the
at the
higher
State
ups.
Department, I mean, we still had to
Yeah.
get security checked and all that. So I think it went well.
Yeah.
And Erica was very kind from the Helsinki mission, and loved our presentation. And they all went home searching for the Fort Nail, and they were all eager to see the film.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. So let's say what's up to Obama and get out of here.
I think this song embodies a very important message we learned in Washington, D.C. It's one of our last pit stops. It's possibly going to be a location on an episode of Traveling Gypsy.
Supposedly there's a lot of Roma here, so.
And it's a sports bar in Philadelphia, which means I'm going to have a Yingling.
Oh my god, I love Yinglings. They're the best. I love that your closing words. They're the best.
Look at this feast. So those lights passing behind us are New York, and that pretty much brings the trip to an end. We're almost back to our office in Norwalk. We all hope that we had a big impact on this, and maybe we'll see more books and films about Roma in schools in the near future. And maybe we'll get more meetings to keep advocating for this. Thank you for joining us.
What are we doing? Oh look, Patrick went underneath. Now let's see what's gonna happen if it's gonna open. This is pretty funny.
But I mean, I'm just driving it here, right? You don't have to shoot.
Now he's scared what to do.
You do? Yes. What? Alright, let me pull up so we get the keys.
That's what we have to pull up. Let's pull up. What's going on here there, Tiger?
What's going on? We keep doing this until security comes.
No.
What are you doing? Patrick, what are you doing?
Patrick,
what are you
if
doing?
You go get the stomach.
So basically that's that. And I don't know what's going on, but this is
Backpack, open the trunk.
This is 2:29 in the morning, and we're trying to get their cars. So Lynn, you have anything to say?
Ridiculous. No.
What? Blue Adidas bag!
Adidas bag! What is this one? It's the blue Adidas bag!